The university town of Chapel Hill was a happy place after one of this winter's freak snowstorms. But only a few weeks earlier, dentistry student Dia Barakat and his wife and sister-in-law were shot dead, allegedly by a fanatical atheist. Sally Ayad says she was so horrified, she initially didn't know how to react.
You were sad, you were angry, but then you started looking at your own children and yourself, and this sense of fear kind of came over you really quick.
The Ayads are among the estimated 38,000 Muslims living in the area around Chapel Hill and neighboring Raleigh. Growing up here, Sally Ayad felt like the all-American girl.
I played piano, I had sports, I was in Girl Scouts, sold my cookies, and I loved it.
Once better known for its tobacco production, this area known as the Triangle began to attract technology companies and research labs back in the 60s.
The transformation of this region into a high-tech corridor with universities like this one also turned it into a magnet for highly educated immigrants. And for many among them, including Muslims, it was the fulfillment of the American dream.
This is my family, basically, here.
Mohamed Elgamal owns a computer technology firm and says his religion was not an issue before.
I think the Muslims lived like any other religion, any other faith in North Carolina for a very, very long time.
The Chapel Tower at Duke University, founded as a Methodist college, planned to make an interfaith gesture to its Muslim students and faculty in January.
The call to prayer would come from the chapel bell tower.
Islamic studies professor Omid Safi is dismayed that the plan was stopped after the university received threats of violence.
We should in many ways be holding up a light for what it means to be an inclusive, pluralistic community. And in fact, if we can't have these kinds of practices on a college campus, then where are we supposed to have them?
Despite the setbacks, Sally Ayad is hopeful.
As a community, we'll pull through this, and we're going to pull out positively. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, honestly.
But she worries that her children will face the kind of bigotry and maybe even violence that she never knew growing up. Jerome Socolovsky, VOA News, Chapel Hill, North Carolina.